Hi everyone, this is your librarian, Bruce Sargent, and let me take this first video and walk you through how to get resources you're going to need for your annotated bibliography and literature review. Now I'm talking about your public administration class, but what you can use this for anything, any class you got, any subject in any class, same thing, just change things up a little bit as you go along. The research tips I'm going to tell you can be applied to all your topics. So let's start with OneSearch. This is off our library's homepage. It's also on the Public Administration course guide. OneSearch is our blanket search, if you will, that searches across many databases. Some of you might already be familiar with this. It's a powerful tool, but it can be a little overwhelming, and it still doesn't search everything. But let's take this in small steps. And of course, for everything I'm explaining, there's a caveat. But let's just stick to the basics. So here we are at the library homepage, and the OneSearch tab is open, and this is where you're going to start your initial search. Unfortunately, this initial search begins simply. That is, it casts a wide net. But once you do make your search, then we're going to narrow it down in a few future videos. By way of example, let's look for public administration. Now I'm putting quotes around this because that's the phrase I want to search for. If you're familiar with Google searching, same kind of thing. You force the proximity, public administration, as a phrase. And now we'll hit search. And as soon as this thing loads up, there we are. 1,843,000 results. Well, that's that's kind of a lot. Too many, huh? Don't worry about it. This is what we're going to do. Click on this advanced search, and it's going to open up the advanced search screen, which allows you a lot more control. First thing we're going to do, we're going to change this from any field to subject. So now we're going to look for things that are about public administration. Before it was a keyword search. And to use the Google familiarity, Google searches through keyword. This is a subject in a database. From now on, this search will have things about public administration. Okay, next, what about public administration? You want to keep the word "and" because that's going to link public administration and your other search term. Are you interested in nonprofit, education, sports, forestry, law enforcement, transportation, township government, something like that? Let's, for the sake of argument, let's try nonprofit. Now you can assume that there is a subject for what you're looking for. In this case, I'm going to assume that nonprofit is also a subject, as public administration is a subject. And let's just demonstrate this search. So we've gone from 1,800,000 to a much more manageable 4,744 results. These are books and articles and resources and newspaper articles and the like that are about public administration and about nonprofit. So we've already narrowed things down. And depending on what results, or I'm sorry, depending on what your subject is, the results are going to vary greatly. Because this is a grad class, you probably want a lot of results. You probably want to look through a lot of them. But don't sweat it. That's your initial search. And in the forthcoming videos, we're going to narrow these down even further with additional words and additional phrases and help you out.